Okay, I think we're rolling. Okay, so it's day 73 of our 1 hour day workout. We've been on a 2 week winter break. I'll call it a winter break. So it's been like 2 weeks ago since I put up the last video, the 72 video. Today is day 73 video. Okay, so let's get into it. For all the people, my videos is right now being uploaded to the Duchess YouTube channel and also to the War Against Obesity. Eventually, we're going to break off, and only the workout videos is going to go to the War Against Obesity, because that's where I want to direct all the workout videos. And then the Duchess channel basically is for other entertainment. Okay, so today we're going to continue the way we've been going, but some changes is going to be made on the channel for the War Against Obesity. We have our monetization, and we have the join button. So you can join and become a membership. You know, you want to support the channel. You know, you want to be a part of, what I'm doing. The War Against Obesity is actually a business, a LLC. Okay, so we're going to be expanding and doing other things. So however you can contribute, it's well appreciated, okay? So let's get into it. There's a lot of news been going on too, because with my workout, I always do some news. So we got the Accelerate here that I'm getting ready to sit down on. I haven't been move this back a little bit. Okay, so I haven't been doing too much on the ab booster because we're catching up today. We're going to I'm gonna limit the machines. I'm not gonna do the ab booster today. We also have the heavy bag with the gloves that sometimes I end off the videos, doing a little punching and kicking on the heavy bag. And here I want to share, let me put my glasses on for this, because this is something new that I'm trying. When I last left off, I was doing a liquid diet. But I'm quite sure you're seeing this keto boost pills. It's a supplement for weight loss, advanced weight loss. I'm trying these, right? But if you're trying to lose more than 35 pounds, then according to how much you're trying to lose, you might want to buy 5 bottles at one time, which ran me about $200. So that I can have all my supplies and not keep waiting and ordering. I just did it all at one time. Also, this might be overkill, right? This is good too. Flaxseed oil. They used to have the 1,000. The one I took before this one was the 1,000. Now they got 1,300 milligrams organic, So this is also good if you see for the digestive system. Let me see what else. Omega-3 fatty acids help support cardiovascular system, digestive health, and joint health. So it help you with your pain in your joints, eliminate that. It helps you with your digestive system, will help you move your bowels and, eventually help you lose weight. So I'm taking these two together. And I'm not for you to take it together, but, talk to your doctor. But this is what I'm doing because I need things to work fast. You know what I'm saying? So these right here is the supplements I got coming. Join the membership because I might stop telling my secrets. You know what I'm saying? I might stop telling my secrets. So, oh yeah, what I wanted to show is that, yeah, I bought, it's overkill because I bought 5 bottles. So since I got 5 bottles of these, I went and got 5 of these because these flaxseed oils, people, they run out. You know what I'm saying? So while they in stock and stuff, I just got me, this might be 5 or 6 months worth. You know what I'm saying? So, but you doubling up, because these right here, I take like 2-3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? So it might look like a lot, but it's not a lot. But this right here is a lot. This is a lot of flaxseed oil. So let's get to it. You take these glasses off and let you know. It's a lot of stories that I've been missing since we've been going on our 2-week. A lot of things happen. Anybody that knows, that's familiar with my workout, they know that I do a little celebrity or current news gossip, type thing. So several things been going on, and we need to catch up the date a little bit. But also what made me take the break, because I really don't take a break from 1 hour a day workout. But what forced me to take the break is I was studying for the mortgage test. The first time I failed with a 73, the safe MLO, the mortgage originator. Mind you, I'm already a real estate broker, but I want to get into the mortgage and the banking business, right? So everybody's got this thing going on that, that test is so hard, right? So I took it the first time. You got to get a 75. I got a 73, so I failed by 2 points. Okay, so I study, because you got to wait 30 days before you have the opportunity to take the test again. So from last month when I took it in February to this month, I took it March 15th. And I know for sure that, I understand the mortgage business a whole bunch more. So they generated another 73 score for me. And none of the questions out of 125 questions, it's just the test seemed like so easy. And for some reason, so I had to challenge the results. And I'm waiting for them to reply. They're going to check over the test because out of 125 questions, they take out 10 questions because 10 of them are just sample questions. They're not scored. So that leaves you with 115 questions that's going to be scored. I don't know how I would fail this test at the same score when I know my knowledge level has increased, way above from where I took the first test. So it's no way I'm still at a 73. Okay, so that's what's been going on in the 2 weeks that I've been going, okay? So, and then it upset me a little bit too. And let me get my own gloves and get this thing started, because then, it got me all off my workout plan and my 1 hour a day workout and stuff. Got me all off. I had to take a break because, I studied. I've been studying all the way to the door for that test. So I know my skill level. I'm telling them, I know my skill level is way more than a month ago. Like, I can actually work and do a mortgage application. Not only that, I know the rules and the regulations, I know, everything about mortgage, so there's no reason why I should have failed that test. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on, because that test is full with, you know, protecting the consumer against discriminations and regulations, ZB and all of that stuff. And, you know, it seemed like something fishy is going on here. But I'm not going to say too much because I want my license, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say too much to get myself in trouble. But I'm just waiting for a response from them, because after you take it a third time, you have to wait 6 months before you can start, you know, take the test again. So, you know, I think that for some reason they have a 50% fail rate, but I think it's purposely to keep people out. So anybody know about the mortgage test? A lot of people say it's hard, but I think actually it's easy. You know what I'm saying? I found both times. On the first test, I'm not gonna lie, there's some questions I wasn't familiar with. Like, you know, like I never seen those questions before. And then when it came down to the second test, I was familiar with all the questions on the test. So I was like, this test is easy. Not only that, I took the test from home, online from home, and it kept logging me out. It logged me out at question 14. And I was like, damn, I think I got every question. I was getting every question right. I lost my test. But when I came back, they said, you know, no, you're coming back to the same test. But I didn't go back to the previous questions to see if when I came back, if it erased my answers or not. So I don't know. I had to send in a special form to find out what's going on. Why I still got a 73? Because my knowledge level, and I'm a real estate broker. They say the real estate brokers test is hard, and I passed that on the first shot. So, so it's not like I'm a stranger. It's not like I'm a stranger to the real estate business, and it's not like I'm a stranger to hard tests. You know what I'm saying? I passed the real estate agent test on the first shot. The broker's test, which everybody is scared of, I passed that on the first shot. This mortgage, I give it to them. I give them the first test. Maybe I did fail by 2 points, but the second test, no way. No way. You know. I mean, if they purposely don't want certain people in there, just tell me that before I paid like damn near $500 for the 20-hour class. Because you got to take a 20-hour class. You got to do 20 hours to get that certificate for the class with 3 hours of ethics, you know? And then I had to pay $200 for Prep XL, because from the 20-hour class that you take, you can't just go straight into the test. You have to do webinars, and you have to do the Prep XL program that you could keep for, I think, a year. And they have like similar tests to the real tests, but they are harder. So my practice test was like way harder than the real test. When I sat down to the real test, it was like one-liner questions, and the practice test was like paragraphs. You had to read paragraphs to, you know, answer questions. So when I got to the real test and seen one-liner questions, I was like, this is easy, you know? So I couldn't understand why I failed. Anybody that been watching any of my other videos, they know that I've been talking about this since the first test, preparing for the first test. But this time I decided to let the workout program stop for a minute, study, pass the test, and come back. But I let the workout program go into a winter recess, and they failed me anyway, even though my knowledge level is way up there. You know, I understand a lot about the mortgage business now, the regulations, the rules and regulations and everything. You know, I'm not 100% with the math calculations, but I will improve on that if I have to take the test a third time. So y'all watch out. I guess mainly if you're a black female. I don't know. But, you know, I don't want to say too much. I wait for them to respond. I'm not trying to, you know, protest, or I'm not trying to put them on the spot or nothing like that, or I just want my license. You know what I'm saying? You know, I studied hard for it, and, you know, if they trying to keep a reputation of 50% of the people fail, then you just purposely failing people so you could keep that reputation, or, you know, you blocking, you know, you're blocking people from a passing score because you don't want certain people in the business. You don't want to bust the business wide open so everybody could. But, you know, everybody's not dummies, you know. Other people's pass harder tests than that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the broker's test is one of those, okay? Ooh, it feels so good to stretch. Yeah, I put everything aside for that test. So it's no way in the world. I even put my family, I put my granddaughter aside for, you know, to make sure I pass that test. And then my granddaughter said, "Grandma, did you pass the test?" And I was like, "No, I gotta send in and ask what's going on, because I know I studied all the way to the door, you know." When I signed into the test, 15 minutes before the time my test was supposed to start, I put my study books down. I studied a lot for that test. And all the questions seemed familiar to me. But I hope y'all been doing your 1 hour workouts. I hope y'all haven't been slacking back, you know, on your workouts. Keep it 1 hour a day, because we're trying to see if we get off our butts, if we get out the bed. You know, this is the war against obesity. You got to get out the bed. You got to watch your diet. We trying different supplements, you know, to see what works. You know, everything is a test and a tryout to see, you know, what's going to get us going. Also, I spoke to my best friend and his buddy that's into the gym and into workouts also. I just found out this information. He has a gym. And I may be connecting with him to get some, you know, get some more information. You know, he does bodybuilding, you know what I'm saying? So he's trying to work up the puff up. But basically, I'm trying to slim down. So I'm going to meet up with him, go to his gym, record, work out, and see, you know, if he can offer me any further information, if he have any other knowledge or tricks up his sleeve, something that he knows that can help us out with what we're trying to do. Yeah, so hopefully these pills will curb my diet. You know what I'm saying? The flaxseed oil is definitely promoting a bowel movement. Like, I move my bowels like 3 or 4 times a day. So, you know what I'm saying? My bathroom is stinky, you know what I'm saying? But I like that, because if you can't move your bowels, then everything that you eat and everything is like stuck. You know what I'm saying? So you got to promote your digestive system, you know, and take your vitamins. But I have one more thing coming, and I don't know if I'm going to keep hold of that. I have another secret coming, and it's on the way. It's being delivered. It'll be here Tuesday, but I'm not sure if I'm going to share it or or put it for the members only. So make sure y'all join the memberships. We got memberships on the Duchess channel. We got membership on the War Against Obesity. You know, if not for nothing else, just you know, just to help out, just to support, you know, because the War Against Obesity is a LLC in New York City. Okay, it's a real business. I'm really trying to, you know, make this, you know, I'm an older person now. I'm not no young kid no more. You know, I'm not getting no younger, so yeah, I'm gonna need my body to be in shape. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need my body to be healthy. I have to narrow down what's best for me. What's the diet for me? What's gonna keep me in shape? What's gonna keep my weight down? What supplements? Okay, I got a couple of supplements, you know, but I don't want to be taking everything everybody's putting out. I just want the best. So if y'all have any knowledge, let me know, okay? So we back. What's this, day 73? We back with our 1 hour day workouts. My thing is my stomach. I'm trying to get this stomach. Down. Okay, so also we talk about current affairs, current news, celebrity topics. Okay, so the Buckingham Palace, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry went and they did an interview with Oprah Winfrey. And she was telling Oprah everything. You know what I'm saying? But my thinking is, you know, she was saying that her child, they was scared that his skin color might come out too dark. You know what I'm saying? Like she's saying, the kid, her son Archie, but his appearance, I guess that was while she was pregnant. But since he was born, he looked pale. And to me, Meghan Markle looked pale. So she's the real Duchess, and I am I'm actually the ghetto, the black Duchess. I spell mine with a T and a Z at the end. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, they don't want to be at Buckingham Palace because I guess it feel, you know, she know what she was getting into. You want to go over there and get with the prince and be flirting with the prince. And you had to have, you know, communication and relationships and a friendship before you jumped and got married. You knew what this thing that you was getting into. You knew you wasn't getting into with no hood dude. You know what I'm saying? You know he wasn't no dude from the hood, no black dude from the hood. You know what I'm saying? And you know, my thing is, yeah, if they have to clean up Buckingham Palace because, you know, they're a little racist or something like that, yeah, then that needs to be done. But Meghan Markle, you're in a good situation. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that you don't go out like Princess Di, because we love Princess Di. You know, she was a white lady and stuff like that, and she probably seen fault with the Buckingham Palace too. She was messing around with I think some prince, Arab prince or something like that, and he was dark skinned. And they ended up in a car crash and dying together, okay? So I hope nothing happens like that with her. And, you know, so when she did that interview with Oprah, Oprah's mouth dropped like, what? What'd you say? Hold on. You know, because for Oprah to be at the status where she's at, a billionaire, and she's probably friends with that queen and all of that stuff and the prince and them, you know? She's probably already met them before. And she probably, you know, she probably don't want no smoke, you know what I'm saying? Oprah probably don't want no smoke with them. You know what I'm saying? You know, they where they at. They doing their thing where they at, and she's over there doing her thing where she's at. But being to the fact that Oprah, you know, is a A-list celebrity interviewer. You know what I'm saying? You know, she's the one that interview big time people. You know what I'm saying? The highest of the high people. So they would have to do the interview with her in order for Meghan Markle to see $7 to $8 million for a damn interview. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like she acting like she's stressed out and her life is, you know, and she's suicidal and all of that stuff. About what? About what? You got with the prince and he married you. Now y'all don't want to be in the palace and y'all want to drop y'all uniforms when y'all come to the show. Y'all don't have on y'all. He's not dressed up in his uniform. You're not dressed up as no duchess or anything like that. Y'all not representing your titles. You know what I'm saying? Okay, there's issues to work out. But if it was me, I would have worked it out from the inside. I think I would have worked it out from the inside, unless the inside is dusty. You know what I'm saying? Unless the inside of Buckingham Palace is, you know, dusty. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, yeah. I don't know what it's like inside of there to be, you know, living there. You probably have the highest security, but what else is going on there? You know what I'm saying? Because to me, Meghan Markle look more white than she do look black. You know what I'm saying? And then the you know, the prince and all of the queen and all of them, they are super pale. You know what I'm saying? For them to recognize her blackness, they are like super pale people. They need to get out into the sun. You know, they need to, you know, make like a pool or, you know, somewhere where they could get out and tan, you know, and get some sun because they are so pale. Because to me, Meghan Markle, look at she not my skin complexion, you know, and I'm a little light. I'm a little light and I'm a little dark. You know what I'm saying? So people call me light skin. But me compared to Meghan Markle, if you stand her next to me, you would think that she was a white girl. So she got to watch it because she look white. Even her hair is flowing like a white girl. My hair is in braids. You know what I'm saying? My hair is, you know, nappy and braids. It's not the nappiest kind of hair because this is not even a perm. And to me, to my surprise, my hair is pretty, it be laying pretty straight for a black girl. And my hair is natural. It's not, I guess it's not as coarse as everybody else's. So, you know, us black Americans is mixed down the root lines from slavery, from our grandmothers being raped, you know. And a lot of times, you know, the white, we don't have the name of the slave owners, or we don't have that on our birth certificates because they don't claim the black kids. A lot of times they just pay you off on the side, you know what I'm saying? So that's why we don't look like the Africans that come over here, because, you know, our bloodline is diluted. So now we are a whole different race. We black Americans, and when the Africans come, you know, over from Africa over here, we look totally different, you know? You could distinguish us, you know? Our ancestors were supposed to come from Africa, but now we look mixed with white. You know, a lot of us, our features ain't the same as no African. Some of us is Native, you know, Americans. We was already here, You know, some of us come from the Indians, you know? So we don't know because our ancestry, you know, our history was lost. You know, our families were so separately divided, and, you know, our history is lost. You know, from being sold and separated. But with Meghan Markle, you know, you got what you asked for, sweetheart. You got what you asked for. You know, I just say one thing, you know, be lucky you're not in the hood. Be lucky your father's white, and be lucky that you're not in the hood, and you got caught up, you know, with one of these gang member dudes that you be pregnant and he be in jail while you raising the kids, you know. So that's why sometimes I think Oprah be looking at her funny because, you know, like, hold up, we doing okay. What you complaining about? You know, but I understand what she's saying. That Buckingham Palace is probably they need some color in their life. You know, they need some soul in their life. You know, they need some hip hop in their you know what I'm saying? They need to bring some hip hop in the she probably went around the palace and there was no room in there where she could say, okay, this is my hangout room. This is where I look at, you know, hip hop videos. This is where I listen to hip hop music. This is where I listen to R&B and soul music. She probably couldn't find nothing like that, so, you know, she probably wasn't happy there because she probably have a little bit of that in her. I might be wrong. I don't know about her entertainment, but if she feel any little black in her, she got some soul, and they should have some dancing or something like that in there. Some, you know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I think she's out of there. But I don't think she's doing bad, but that's your decision. You got with a prince, you know. Now you're there. Now you got to accept what you got. But I don't want them to attack me and come after me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know those are powerful people in powerful places, so we're gonna end that conversation right there. But I was laughing at that little clip that they had on Instagram when she was talking to Oprah about the color of the baby's skin might be too dark. They need a black baby in there. They need a black boy. They need a black prince in there. They need some color in there. Color, shade, look, you know, a little color make look better, you know? You know, instead of, you know, all of that pink pale stuff. Mix it up a little bit. Buckingham Palace, mix your family up a little. They don't want to dilute their family, but they diluted the black Africans that they enslaved. They diluted us. We don't look like original Africans. We don't look like pure 100% Africans. But then they don't want Prince Harry to be making black babies, you know, mixed babies with Meghan Markle. And that baby didn't even come out looking with no shade. He looked white. He almost, I think he got blue eye. You know? So yeah, so the 2 weeks since I've been going, we missed some, I missed some headline stories, but I was really just trying to pass my mortgage because I'm trying to change my life and get a better understanding of real estate, because I'm already a real estate broker for years, but something was missing, you know. And when you get into the mortgage, that you find out that is what's missing about your understanding and your communication with your clients, that you'll be able to be talking, you know, loan packages. You understand the the banking side of everything. So that's my purpose of getting my mortgage license. So I could understand the real estate. My real estate broker license better. Them two connected, you would have a full package. And what else been in the news? Ooh, I'm sweating. I can't take no breaks like that no more. What's his name? Casanova is what I wanted to talk about. Before I get into Casanova, I might talk about this tomorrow extensively, but the guy that killed 4 people in his family for the stimulus check, his girlfriend got her stimulus check and she got her tax returns. So he knew she was loaded with, a few G's. And he kept bugging her and coming around and asking for money. And she offered him $450 because he don't do anything and she does everything. And she was working, taking care of the kids and everything, and he don't do nothing. So she didn't felt that he deserved any of the money, but just to, get him away from her, she was offering $450, but I guess he wanted $1,000, Me, if I knew he was a crazy nigga, I would have gave it to him, got him out my house, called the police, or something. I would have did something from that point. But I think me, if I was his girlfriend and I knew that he carried a gun all the time and he wasn't right in his right mind, I think I would have gave him the $1,000 just to get him away. I've done stuff like that before. I've given money before, to get niggas out of my face, and then didn't mess with them no more. Didn't bother, stayed away from them no more. So that money was just like a write-off. You know what I'm saying? When I had my cleaning business, this guy came to my job one day, and he said he knew how to buff floors, and as soon as he turned on the machine, bang, he made a hole in the sheetrock in the room. And I went in there and I was like, drop everything, just, I thought you knew what you was doing. I was bringing him to the job to do floors, and he didn't satisfy nothing that day. As soon as he bust the wall, I let him go. And then I seen him a few weeks later. He said, "Where's my pay for that day that I worked for you?" You know what I'm saying? You said you was gonna give me $50 a room. You know what I'm saying? So even though I didn't feel I owed it to him, I gave it to him because he was all up in my face, boasting up in my face. And I didn't want this guy to beat me down right there on the spot. You know what I'm saying? And, I should have known better. I should have had a training program for my cleaning business. I should have trained people, taught them how to use certain equipments and do certain jobs and see if they could come on to the real job. I should have had a program set up, So I took it as my own fault, right? So with this young lady, I think she should have did the same thing. She had her mother in the house, her young 7-year-old daughter, her brother, and a cousin. Okay, so I think the cousin was somewhere around 35. Her brother was like 23 or something. Her daughter was 7. And her mother was like around 44. And then she had the guy who did the killing, another little baby in there. So she survived and the baby survived, right? So he came, he was asking for, he was asking for money, saying he gonna get the money and stuff like that. And he kept coming and nagging and bugging. So her brother and her cousin and all of them was there. So I guess, they must have felt like, hey, if we don't say nothing, then we punks. we jumping out to this nigga, so somebody got to stand up. So her brother stood up to him and, you know, told him he wasn't getting nothing, and he pushed the guy, you know, I guess pushed him away, like to say, get out of here, you know. Sometimes you could just give a person a shove and, you know, a man stand up to another man, and then he know he got a problem on his hands, and, you know, they'll go away. But that's not what happened. When her brother stood up and shoved him and told him he wasn't getting nothing, he pulled out his gun and he started shooting everybody. You know what I'm saying? He shot the brother once. He shot the cousin. He shot the mother. And somehow the little girl got shot. I guess, I don't know if he was aiming at her or what, but she was screaming. They said she was screaming like crazy because I guess she knew she was going to die. You know what I'm saying? You know, so hopefully there's life after death, you know, for us, because some of us, the way we go is not, you know, like that 7-year-old didn't get a chance to live her life at all, you know? And then we in the coronavirus, so, you know, she didn't even get a chance probably to go back to school and hang with other kids, you know? So she around the house with the adults. Her mother's messing with a crazy nigga, you know what I'm saying? And he turned out, you know? I keep people out of my house. That's why, you know, I have my granddaughter here, and she feel the safest over here because I don't have company. And I don't be having men up in my house, you know? So it just be us two girls, and we could walk around how we want to. And once we make it in the house and lock our door, you know, we good. I'm not opening the door to, you know, no niggas, no strangers. I don't have no boyfriends coming through that, you know, gonna be around here that's gonna harm us, you know? So we, you know, I mean, maybe coming through the streets, and before I get in my building, you know, I gotta watch my back and, you know, protect my butt. But once I come in my house and lock my door, I'm not just gonna, I don't have a crazy boyfriend, you know? So dude shot up, he walked out of the house, and I guess the girl, his girlfriend, that this is all about, was outside of the house. He walked out of the house, then he walked back in the house, and he gave everybody another shot. He shot the mother again, because the mother was calling his name, like, hey, like trying to probably wake him up out of his psychotic state, you know? He went crazy for $1,000 is crazy. He must ain't never have no money in his whole life, you know? People trying to figure out why would he kill up his whole family for a measly $1,000. But you know, when niggas be hungry, it's a different kind of hunger, you know? Like when females get hungry, you know what I'm saying? You know, we be hungry, and we will feed the kids first. If it's not enough for us, then we won't eat, you know what I'm saying? But when men get a hunger in them, he must have had a deep hunger, you know what I'm saying, in him, you know, or he never had anything. You know, where's his own stimulus check? He should have been getting his own stimulus check. You know, he worrying about getting half of hers. He should have had his own income tax returns. You know, y'all guys don't just stand up there and watch a woman do stuff, and then you want her money. The same thing happened to me with my brother. He sat up there and hung out in the bars and sniffed coke and drank, and it just was a cokehead being a cokehead and an alcoholic and stuff. And then he turned around and see me progressing with my cleaning business, and then he woke up to come to want my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he became very hungry, and he he ended up having a deep hunger, you know, for success. And being that we knew the same people and the people that I was doing business with, you know, he went and backstabbed me for what I had, you know, so he ended up stepping on my head and replacing me, you know what I'm saying? So I understand. So why would he do something like that? I would never think to do nothing like that to anybody that I grew up in the same household with, because we really cousins. And but since we, you know, my mother passed away and his mother raised me, so, you know, we was going as brother and sister. Anybody that I grew up in the same household with, I don't have no ill will against. You know, I want everybody to, you know, earn a living. And if we could do it together, if we could succeed together, that's even better. But for some reason, the black family can't get in business. We can't live with each other, and we can't get in business together. And we don't like to see each other grow successfully. Else, you know, if we catch you growing, we pull you back down. However we have to do it, you know? You know, if we backstab you, we talk, put a rumor in the street about you, go talk to your connections, you know what I'm saying, your business connections, whatever we have to do, we dog you out and we destroy you. Because we don't want to see, you know, the next person get ahead. You know what I'm saying? We don't give you an opportunity to get up ahead and out of the hood so that you can reach down and help the next person up. We don't like to give anybody an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, it's negligent on the girl's part that her family got killed up like that because she went and was messing with that crazy dude. And there's a lot of women that like to be with niggas that'll kill another nigga. Like, yeah, if I go get my boyfriend on you, my boyfriend gonna kill you. He got a gun, you know what I'm saying? And he gangster and he crazy and he'll kill you. You know, a lot of women like to have boyfriends like that could protect them. But a lot of times, those same boyfriends that's crazy, wild, and tough and gangster end up taking it out on you instead of the enemy. You see what I'm saying? They be beating up inside of the family. They be taking out their craziness in-house. You know what I'm saying? Instead of outside. You know what I'm saying? So where you think he's all tough and stuff like that, and he'll take care of a nigga outside, no, he's inside killing your whole family up. You know, what are you doing with a nigga like that? Why would you choose a nigga like that? Don't you want growth in your life? If you in a poor situation, don't you want a nigga that got money? Why would you sleep with somebody that's less than you? Go get a man that, you know, own a business, educated. You know what I'm saying? Why would you choose somebody that you got to help them out and you don't have nothing? You know what I'm saying? Why would you choose somebody that, you know, has less than you or less education than you, and you trying to get up off your feet? He not going to do nothing but weigh you down and mess you up. You know? Go find, you know, somebody with some money. So even if he cheat on you or whatever the situation is, it's like, I got the money. He could go where he want to go. That's the way I feel about it. You know, the woman be worrying about niggas cheating and stuff. Yeah, I don't want you to bring me no disease or nothing like that, but, you know, all of them going to cheat anyway, whether they rich or whether they poor. I'd rather be with the rich one that cheat. At least I got the money, you know what I'm saying? At least he got enough money to help pay the bills or pay the bills, you know? And we not, you know, wanting for nothing. You know? Just because you live in the projects don't mean that you have to, you know, date a gang member. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're in the hood don't mean you have to have a hoodlum, no good person. You know, you're still qualified to get somebody decent if you're a decent person. You know what I'm saying? If you're a smart, knowledgeable person. And if you get one of them dudes that carry gun around you all the time, that gun is an accident waiting to happen in your house with your kids or whatever. So, y'all women, y'all think about that. The other thing I wanted to talk about was Casanova, you know. So the rapper Casanova ×2 got locked up. Well, he turned himself in. The feds was after him about the gang activity. And he got some evidence. They got evidence on him. It's a lot of stuff. It's a whole lot of stuff. A lot of talking going on. A lot of texting going on. Pictures, videos. They got so much. And being that he turned himself in, he thought that maybe he might get a bond. And even with a $2.5 million bond, they denied it because they said he's a danger to the community. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to let him back out, you know? Even if he coming out to stay in the house with his wife and kids, they don't want him out here on the outside now. So they could use that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, now he's saying that first he was dancing in jail, and so a video came out of that. So I guess he was hopeful that he was going to get his bond, but once he seen that they denied the bond and it's tough to get out, he's not coming right back out. This is a guy that was partying with Jay-Z and Beyonce and going to the brunches and all of that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This is a guy that was on stage doing shows and, you know, making his songs. You know, he had his celebrity. Why is you doing all of that gang activity? And then they saying drug sales too. And he had a beautiful wife. You know. Why would you throw bricks at the penitentiary? Why would you throw bricks at the penitentiary if, you know, you already have a successful career? You know, why is you selling drugs? So that goes to show you that if he had to sell drugs and he making hit records and he hanging around Jay-Z and Beyonce, and he still got a gangbang and being drug and sell drugs, it ain't you know, it ain't all what it seemed to be. Them artists really don't have what they, you know, how they posting on Instagram. You know, if Casanova had to sell drugs. And then they used a video from Nick Cannon. As soon as he came on there, Nick Cannon was asking about his Gorilla Apes or whatever affiliation. And he was confirming that, yeah, I'm still down with it. So they used that as evidence to stop his bond, you know. And so he was saying, he sent a Instagram message saying, you know, that people's not looking out now that he's locked up. People ain't sending commissary, and they're not, you know, nobody's messing with him. Well, nobody want to mess with you now that you got the feds on your case. You know, because they don't want to, you know, the ones that didn't get busted with you is, you know, is free. They don't want to connect themselves to the case. If they send you commissary and be coming to visit you and be calling and talking to you, and you already been, you know, negligent with your, you know, with your communication, you know, and the feds got the tapped conversations, tapped private conversations, you know. Like they said, he's trying to say most of this stuff was for entertainment, which I believe a lot of the stuff that Casanova do is for entertainment purposes. So everybody could look at him like the big, bad guy or whatever the situation is, So he be doing a lot of stuff to show off for the cameras, to, when you come into hip hop, you decide, which road you're going to take, because you want to take the road that's going to be successful. And right now, in the hip hop community, the gangster persona is the role that, that's getting signed. It's the role that is selling music. You know what I'm saying? So, when you decide what kind of music that you're going to make, you can make party music, you can make electronic music, you can make R&B music, or you can make, gangster hip-hop music, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? So when you come into hip-hop, whatever's popping at the time is what, that's what the courts is misunderstanding when they use music as evidence, when they use the videos as evidence. It's an image that they're upholding. It's a character image that they're upholding. Do I think he's completely innocent? No. But do I think he's completely guilty? No. It's somewhere in the middle there. It's somewhere in the middle there. In some ways, in hip-hop, also, you have to be protected. And if you're protected by the police, they make fun of you. So you got to be protected by some street niggas. So, you got to be affiliated with some kind of gang. And that's another reason why, I had to shy away from my rap career. I went to school, I got a bachelor's degree in music production, so, I still mess around with music, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I had to personally shy away, because I have other things that I'm doing behind the scenes, licenses, like my real estate license, trying to get my mortgage license, trying to keep my background clean and stuff like that. And I just can't go full-on gangster. You know what I'm saying? I'm older now and I'm not in the streets no more anyway, but I'm just saying I can't go all out gangster. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to have to prove it. At some point you're talking in it, you're rapping in it and stuff like that, and they're going to catch you out in the street and you're going to have to prove that, you could hurt a nigga, or you're going to hurt a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Or you're going to kill a nigga, or all of that stuff that you've been talking. So I don't think all of the people that come into gangster rap wants to hurt anybody, wants to really be in a gang. I just think that they want to be successful artists. So a lot of them put on the image and they join a gang, not necessarily really wanting to be in there, but just really wanting to do their music, really wanting to be artists, and it's a shame. So we have to make, because the music I was doing was political, like rap, talking about political stuff and, stuff that Public Enemy stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, not that they like that so much either, you know what I'm saying? But, at least it wasn't where I had to uphold a gangster image and, put myself in the line of fire or have to prove myself, So for Casanova, I think that he probably separated himself, but in him, when you're a part of that street life, it doesn't all erase her away when you become successful. Sometimes some of that attitude carries with you, and you still have that gangster talk and speech and, your posture and stuff like that, and your way about you and stuff, your character, even though you're trying to get away from it. And I think that he was trying to get away from it, but then he needed security. Because then 6ix9ine came and, he was challenging everybody. So it forced Casanova to, to get in more involved, And then he was communicating with the higher up in jail, somebody, Dick Wolf or somebody, and, them conversations. And then they labeled him as an underboss that was giving orders. And, different things. Shootings happened, and then a young kid got killed. So, I don't think he has anything to do with that. But that happened, and it happened inside of the gang that he was in. So it's conspiracy. It's the RICO Act. And anybody that's into gangs right now, I advise y'all to get up out of there. I'm happy that I'm back. Our hour is up. Keep your 1 hour a day workout. And we back, baby. Everybody that's on the site for the War Against Obesity, hit the join button. If you're on the Dutchess site, hit the join button. Become a member. So we could put this thing together, get some ideas, and build a strong platform. All right? So peace. I'm out.